Hey, welcome back. Today we're covering a topic that doesn't get talked about enough: what to do when you can't pay your utility bills. If you're in that situation right now, first, I want you to know that you're not alone and there is help available. There are programs and organizations specifically designed to assist people who are struggling to keep their lights on, heat running, or water flowing. Today, we're going to walk through your options clearly and practically and also share some tips for lowering your utility costs going forward. Let's get into it. First, let's talk about what actually happens when you miss a utility payment, because it's important to understand the consequences so you can act quickly and avoid the worst of them. The good news is that most utility providers won't disconnect your service the moment you miss a payment. Missing by a day or two is unlikely to result in immediate disconnection, but that doesn't mean you can wait and see. The longer you wait, the harder it becomes to catch up. A missed payment can trigger a late fee. If the balance goes unpaid long enough, your provider may disconnect your service and then charge a reconnection fee on top of what you already owe to restore it. That can make a difficult situation significantly worse. There's also a credit impact to be aware of. Utility companies don't typically report your payments to credit bureaus the way credit cards or loans do. But if your account goes far enough past due, your provider may send it to a collections agency, and collections accounts do get reported. That can damage your credit score and follow you for years, affecting your ability to get approved for housing, credit, or even new utility service. Some providers require a security deposit when you open a new account if you have a collections history. It's also worth knowing that depending on your state and the time of year, you may be protected by a moratorium, a temporary ban on disconnections. These protections often apply in extreme weather conditions, for low-income residents, or for households where someone has applied for government emergency assistance. And if someone in your home depends on utility service for medical reasons, life support equipment, for example, your provider may be legally prohibited from disconnecting service as long as you've notified them. Check with your state utilities commission to understand the specific protections available where you live. The bottom line on this section: act quickly and be proactive. The earlier you reach out, the more options you'll have. Now let's talk about where to actually get help. The very first place to start is your utility provider itself. Call their customer service line, explain your situation honestly, and ask what options are available to you. Many providers have programs in place for exactly this kind of situation. They may offer a payment extension, allow you to set up an installment plan to pay off your balance over time, or connect you to a partner organization that provides assistance. Providers would generally rather work with you than go through the process of disconnecting service, so don't be afraid to make that call. If your income qualifies, one of the most significant resources available is a federal program called LIHEAP, the Low Income Home Energy Assistance Program. LIHEAP is federally funded and administered through the Department of Health and Human Services. It provides assistance with home energy bills, energy-related crises, and weatherization, meaning it can help make your home more energy efficient to reduce future costs as well. To qualify in most cases, your total household income for the previous month needs to be at or below 150% of the federal poverty level. To give you a sense of the thresholds, a single-person household qualifies with a pre-tax yearly income up to about $19,320. A two-person household up to about $26,130. A four-person household up to about $39,750. The limits increase with household size from there. To apply, you'll need a copy of your current utility bill and proof of income for all household members. You apply through your state program administrator. Eligibility requirements can vary slightly by state, so it's worth contacting them directly for the specifics in your area. One important thing to note: if you already participate in programs like SNAP, SSI, TANF, or certain veteran benefit programs, you may automatically qualify for LIHEAP without needing to go through the full income verification process. Definitely worth checking. Another resource worth knowing about is the Salvation Army. Many local Salvation Army chapters have partnerships with utility service providers and offer emergency financial assistance with utility bills. Eligibility requirements vary by location, but programs generally prioritize individuals with limited income, elderly residents, and those with disabilities. There may also be situational requirements, like having a current unpaid bill, demonstrating that no other assistance is available, and needing a payment made to continue or restore service. To find out what's available in your area and how to apply, contact your local Salvation Army chapter directly. If you're not sure where to start or what resources exist in your community, there's a simple number you can call from anywhere in the country: 211. Dialing 211 connects you to a local referral service that can point you toward community organizations offering emergency utility assistance and other forms of support. Some local organizations that provide this kind of help, like Jewish Family and Community Services in certain areas, actually require a referral from a 211 agency before you can access their programs. So calling 211 is often a useful first step, even if you're not sure exactly what you need. Now let's talk about the longer-term side of this: lowering your utility costs so these bills become more manageable going forward. Start by talking to your utility provider about billing options. Many offer something called budget billing, which averages out your expected annual usage and lets you pay the same flat amount every month regardless of seasonal fluctuations. This can make budgeting much easier because you always know what to expect rather than getting hit with a high bill in the middle of winter or peak summer. Some providers also offer time of use billing, sometimes called time advantage billing. This allows you to pay a lower rate if you shift high-energy activities, like running your dishwasher or washing machine, to non-peak hours, typically late at night or early in the morning. It takes a small adjustment in habits, but can result in real savings over time. Another useful step is getting a home energy audit. This is an assessment, sometimes offered free through your utility company or a government program, that identifies places where your home is losing energy. Drafts around windows and doors, inadequate insulation, and inefficient appliances are common culprits. Some government programs also help low-income households cover the cost of weatherization improvements, which can significantly reduce heating and cooling costs long-term. And don't underestimate the impact of small, consistent habits. Unplugging electronics when you're not using them, turning off lights when you leave a room, and washing clothes in cold water instead of hot are all simple changes that add up on your monthly bill. None of them require spending money, just a bit of awareness. Let's bring everything together. If you're struggling to pay a utility bill, act quickly. Don't wait for the situation to get worse. Start by calling your utility provider and asking about extensions or installment plans. If your income qualifies, apply for LIHEAP through your state program administrator. Check with your local Salvation Army chapter about emergency assistance programs in your area. And if you need help finding resources, dial 211 from anywhere in the country for a local referral. On the cost reduction side, ask your provider about budget billing and time of use options, consider a home energy audit, and build small energy-saving habits that reduce your usage over time. You have more options than you might think. The key is reaching out early and knowing where to look. If this video was helpful, please give it a like and subscribe for more practical financial content. If you know someone who could benefit from this information, please share it with them. Drop any questions in the comments below. I'm happy to help. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.